Iron Cross man-to-man combat on the East Front, early in Barbarossa, 1941 and 42. I am playing Scenario 3, Closing the Ring, which, by the way, is right there. Scenario 3, Closing the Ring. We got a little historical paragraph. We've got the map set up, how you place the north indicator, which can be in different directions. Depending on the scenario, game turn length, 7 turns, set up for Russian and German side, specific notes, I guess, for each side, victory conditions. Okay. Let's see, updates. And this is in absolutely no particular order, so let me grab these. I have I have available the information markers, which are all white. They're all white, black writing on white from the combat game. Then I have the information markers from Iron Cross, which are all white or black writing on purple. So I have the two sets. They're very similar, not quite identical, but very similar. So what I'm thinking is I've decided for my own convention, probably should write this down for future play, but I'm going to only use P and S, the pinned and suppressed markers, and the rec markers from Iron Cross, so they're purple. All other information markers, I'm going to try to use the white ones from combat, and here's why. The reason, obviously this isn't random, the reason I'm thinking is that, so here's a pinned marker and a suppressed marker. These two are the most important information markers, I think, for both sides on the board, because both sides want to get those removed, right? So right now I want to be able to quickly see, like for example right there, a pinned unit. I want to quickly be able to see there's another pinned unit. So I want to be able to quickly see those, and I don't want to try not to miss them. So that's why I'm using the purple ones, to make them stand out. I'm going to go ahead and use the rec from the rec marker from Iron Cross, because I haven't found yet that combat actually had rec markers. Maybe in combat you were just supposed to write down the hex number on a piece of scratch paper, but I haven't found rec markers yet, and so for that reason, yeah, I'm still looking through. I don't see any, so if I didn't miss them, they didn't come with combat. So anyways, those are the 3 purple markers that I'll be using, and that's the reason why I'm especially keen. I don't want to miss any pinned or suppressed markers. Okay, the die roll, I did roll for a 3. Here's why. So we are actually pretty exciting. We're starting the 3rd turn. We're making our way through this. So we go again for that's what the 1 here is, my reminder that the German is the first player turn in the game turn. Here's my reminder over here on my makeshift ad hoc turn track. So I remembered on the 3rd turn that the Germans have this whole squad come on as reinforcements, squad and platoon sergeant right here. These are 2-man buddy teams right here, plus the platoon sergeant. So this is D squad right here. When I looked at the scenario information, right there, I missed this. I don't remember this. I was supposed to write down on a piece of paper before the game started if I wanted my reinforcements on turn 3 to come in on the east or the west side of the map. So because I forgot that, I don't see that I made a notation. I'm assuming I did not. I went ahead and rolled randomly. So I said to myself before starting here that 1 to 3 would be on the west side. Yeah, west side. And 4, 5, or 6 would be over here on the east side. So it's coming in on the board here or coming on the board here. And I rolled a 3, so they're coming in on the west side. That's what that is. So I rolled randomly. They will come in. I also clarified that they do come in on the movement turn. That's what, I mean, that's kind of normal, but I did want verification because this game does have so many different phases. So there's that. And then I still don't know what to do with removing my own information markers. I don't know. I'm still making my way through it. So obviously these units all moved in the previous 4th phase, which was the previous reaction movement phase of the previous Russian player turn, and this unit obviously fired in the previous 5th phase, which was the defensive fire phase of the previous turn, the Russian player turn. So when am I going to remove those? I'm still making my way. I don't know. Do I wait until I get all the way around to the number again? I don't know, because all right, here, this is what I mean. Like, these units all moved in the previous 4th turn, which was the reaction movement phase. So if I go 3 phases afterwards, defensive fire, moving fire, and assault phase. Now we're coming around. Well, actually, I should do the first phase. Here's my reminder that we started the first phase anyway, or this is my reminder that this is where I left off, I should say. Actually, let's knock out the morale phase first. There's other stuff to talk about, but let's just do the morale phase first. Again, this is a joint phase. Very interesting. Both sides do it. I'm still trying to figure out the implications of that. But during the morale phase, each player has the opportunity to return all of his pinned or suppressed units. So first step is all pinned markers are automatically removed. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and here is a German unit who's pinned. So he's unpinned. Take off the pin marker. That's easy enough. Here, see, there's a fired 6 marker under there. What do I do with that? I don't know. See, if this game were redone, I would have little instructions on each of these information markers to remind you just to do whatever. I know I'm thinking about that in my mind. I'm not describing it very well, but basically the best games have their little information markers that not only have the right information on them, but they actually give you little reminders of exactly what to do, so you don't even have to think too much about it. So I'm still looking for the pinned and suppressed. Okay, so those were the pinned markers. Now we... Oh, is there nobody suppressed? Oh. Okay. Alright, if there's nobody suppressed, then we don't need to worry about that. But you do a little, do a PC check +2, and then if you fail that, you go to pinned. If you succeed, you go straight from suppressed to normal. Alright, so I think that's done for the morale phase. So, also machine gun modes would change. I don't think there's any machine gun modes I want to change. I don't remember going over any of those. Okay, second phase is the support fire phase. Obviously, this is the important German firing phase. So, again, see, the fact that they moved here will have nothing to do with so this is not part of the same player turn. Okay. It's not going to inhibit them from moving in the next phase. And when is the first time the enemy gets to spot them? It would be moving in the next phase for opportunity fire. So that means I would be in the 3rd phase of the current play. So go back 3, skipping the morale phase. 1, 2, 3. So that's going back to the previous 6th phase. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. So therefore, these should no longer be relevant. But what I do is I want to think about what